Okay, here we go. Sorry guys if I'm a little bit out of breath. I had to do something, had to go down running and come back running, and I had to take the stairs because the elevator was busy. But I'm here in time. Always life pools are goated. I need time to recover, man. Last life pools were just too much. It was pain. I did not only double spark, but I went even under the rate on everything. Do we get Swimsuit Sherlock livestream? I don't think that's happening today. Oh, Porwa, you have your silver badge now. Hello guys, by the way. Hello Alvin, Black Lockhart, Porwa, how are you guys doing? The silver badge looks great. It actually does. So today guys, it's going to be a little bit of a mix of things that we're going to be doing and talking about. Of course, the main topics will be Blue Archive and the anniversary characters, but because we have to go forward with Undertale, at some point we are going to go to Undertale, play that, but we are going to still be talking about Blue Archive and stuff. But the plans for today go as follow. We will talk about Mika and Nagisa, about some of the combos that we will be able to do, maybe showcase some stuff in HOD. Then we are going to Undertale and play that and answer any questions and stuff that you may have, guys. Now let me set up this properly so I can see you well, guys. Perfect. Oh man, how are you guys doing? How has the week been going? Today is Wednesday, so we are halfway through the week. How are you guys doing? HOD is back after 2 years. It's been 2 years since the last HOD. Are you sure? That's a long time, man. I don't know. It feels like a lot. We can check though. Let me see. So total assault period. So now we have HOD, and the previous HOD was on May 1st of last year, so a little bit over a year since the last HOD. Yeah, it's been a long time. But with the amount of raids we have, yeah, it's normal that rotations take long. I don't know if we got it in the middle in GA maybe. Yeah, the silver badge earns by participated in raid sexy Sherlock. Hardcore difficulty, damn. That sounds like a hell raid. It may be super hard. What? Oh my god, I just realized what I said. That sounds so bad. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, guys. We got, yeah, HOD in GA was 2023, the last one, if I'm seeing this right. So yeah, HOD has been running not too often. Oh crap. Sorry, you may have had echo. I unmuted my preview for a second there. Okay, let's see. This is going to go. We're going here. And this is going here. And there we go. Stop stealing my crown. Man, it's gonna happen. Okay guys, let's get into the topics of today. Let's start with Mika and Nagisa. These two are extremely interesting. In my opinion, a bit too powerful. But there are a few things that are worth keeping in mind. So let's start with Mika. Where is Mika? There she is. Sorry for being sexy, Porwa. True, man, true. Okay, guys. So Mika, because of the current content pool, is not going to be as broken as Nagisa, but not because she's not powerful, but because there is less places to use her. The other thing is that her armor type takes her away from Kurokage, which it doesn't really matter because Hanako is already very good there and we prefer the AoE damage, so that's fine. In the case of Tifaret, she will be taking neutral damage, which could be a little bit inconvenient on higher difficulty tiers because the damage ramp up is quite heavy on Tifaret. Well, in general in FRR, the damage ramp up gets pretty steep very quick, but I think she will be fine anyways. Just heal. Yeah, sometimes healing doesn't make it in time because there are some AoE attacks that hit very hard. I still think that if you manage to keep her health high, she will be fine, but if you sleep on the healing for a second and she takes a big hit, she will be dead. But her health pool is not that bad either, so she will be mostly fine. Now, this skill is nuts. So, there are other characters that can also spam the EX skill, okay? But those characters rely on other characters to do stuff. Like Hanako relies on other characters using their EX skills, so she can gain charges and then you can spam it. Mika does not need anyone. She literally operates alone, and that in itself is super strong. The fact that we have Rio in the game means that whenever we use this one to reset her cost and send it back to the bottom of the deck, we can use Rio to cheat it out and skip the queue, and because Mika is the caster, even if it's a cloned EX card, Mika is still the caster. Her skill will return to this mode and we will be able to spam again. So this is stupidly good. Elastic GA, cope to be honest. Elastic GA, Mika will probably run away with Elastic GAs, guys. I seriously think that she will be running away with Elastic GAs. For example, Shirokuro, I think Mika will be super strong in Shirokuro. I'm expecting a new TA boss to come out. Man, I'm tired, I'm driving to deliver goods, so I may not type much, but please show some good hot lineup using Nagi swimsuit, please. Thanks. Don't worry, Alvin. Drive safe, please. Just be safe. And if you can watch the stream, great, but please drive safe. Do not get distracted by chatting while driving, okay? We are here for you, and I know it's a little bit inconvenient because it's in the middle of the week, but it's fine, man. It's fine. And I will try showing some lineups for hot with Swimsuit Nagi. Don't worry. I was gonna say Bina, but this armor type doesn't help. Bina deals... What type of damage deals Bina? Oh, the game crashed. Perfect. Funny enough, before I restarted the PC for the stream, the game never crashed, and now it's crashing. Okay, ambulance gone. Hi, gorgeous. You really like the technical difficulties screen, right? Yeah, but relies on GA. Doesn't it mean that she doesn't have her own content yet? I mean, not really. Like I said, she will be pretty good in Tifaret, and we're expecting a new TA boss to come out soon. So she will have content, and GA runs pretty often. And as long as the enemy doesn't deal mystic damage and is single target, Mika will probably run away with it. She's just so strong. I'm logging back into the game, guys. I'm just... Making sure the authentication is done before I show the game again. Okay, there we go. Okay, back on track, guys. Back on track. So, where is she again? Oh my god. She's so cute, but so easy to miss. Okay, there we go. Hello, hello, Mahdi. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. We just started to talk about Mika, and we are looking through her EX skill, which, by the way, this multiplier is crazy for a cost of 4, and we can discount this to 2. Hello, hello, Stabila Visca. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Feel free to ask any questions. We are talking about Mika now, and after this we are going to be talking about Nagisa and maybe doing some HOD just to showcase some stuff with Nagisa, so you joined just in time, man. Okay, so this multiplier, very high for a 4 cost. We can discount it with, for example, Ui, Seiya, Enwei Fuka, and because these costs are cost changes, not cost increases, these are technically base costs. So if we use a discount on a cost of 6 when you go to cast your third EX in a row, it will cost only 3 because you discounted to half. So technically you can go first and second EX, you pay them 4, then you discount on Mika and you use third and fourth on 3 costs. Then you reset, because discounting it from 10 to 5, while it sounds tempting, is not a great idea, because every other cast will cost the same and you will be wasting too much points. So you don't want to do that. You ideally want to reset after you use the 4th cast, and then you use Rio to cheat the EX out and go back to spamming. So that's more or less the combo, the first part of the combo you want to do. So you're going to be using Mika. Ideally you use Rio before, so you have it already on the lineup and you have the attack buff of Rio on Mika when you use 1 and 2. You discount with Ui. Ideally not with Ui, to be honest. Don't use Ui with Mika if you're using Rio, because you're going to override Rio's attack buff, because they are the same type. They are both instant buffs and EX skill buffs. So do not use Rio with Ui, use Seiya. So you discount Mika with Seiya, you use 3 and 4 at 3 cost, then you activate this, you reset, and then you use the clone card to go back to spamming. To that, you can add more buffs. For example, if you're using Nagi on your second special slot, you can add 78% crit damage, and Mika has guaranteed critical damage, so it's just a raw increase. You can add Hikari for a bunch, like a freaking bunch of effectiveness. It's about 120 maybe, 121, something like that. I did the calculation for my video on my first impressions, but I don't remember the number exactly. So she will be an excellent partner for Mika. The only issue is that their armor types do not match well, this being light and Mika having a special. However, we have done the same with Enwei Kayoko. We just use her even if she has bad armor because of how strong her buff is. So I expect Hikari to be making an appearance anyway. The other thing that is very important about Mika, especially early as we don't have quote-unquote real content for her, is this. This attack range increase will keep her away far enough to not take aggro instead of the tank. This is also really good for Tiferet because her attack range will be superior to that of Aoba, so Aoba will still be the main target for the attach bomb and the microwave attack. How good is Mika without EX draw from Rio and cost alone from Nagisa? If we're focusing on her kits alone, she's still extremely good. Because even if you have, let's say you use a classic lineup with Ako, Himari as your specials, and then you go with, for example, Ui, you can still go 1-2, discount 1-2, and then you just do a normal rotation like you would do with any other main DPS. So even if you can cheat it out and do a stupid amount of damage, Mika still works because she's still very, very strong. It's just because she can spam and we have the ability to cheat out her EX and we can keep spamming and spamming and spamming, she's even stronger. But on her own, she's already super strong. Also, this is extremely strong, having a permanent efficiency buff that can add up to this one, and because this is a self buff, it can be added to the normal buff to the normal skill buff that she provides. So you can stack so much efficiency with Mika that Mika's base damage will start at 4x when fighting enemies with elastic armor, which is nasty. Now, let's talk about the current start of the event. Just because she's a special and all of her buffs are generic, she's a lot more versatile than Mika currently, and so her content pool is limitless, okay? So, it's not that Mika is worse than Nagisa, it's that the content pool for Nagisa is just all the game. Is it practical to spam all of her EX sequence before buffs duration run out? Yeah, of course, like, you want to make the maximum use of your buffs, so you want to be spamming it, and you want to reset your rotation when the buffs expire, so you use your buffs, then if they expire, you reset your rotation, you buff Mick again, and then you go back to spamming, and that's why loaning cost with Nagisa is so good. Specials are the real damage dealers? In a way, yeah, because of all the damage all the extra damage they give. Yo, final home. Got Thursday and Friday off. Oh, nice! Great. That sounds really good. I hope you take a good rest, man. I really hope so. And as always, I forgot to mute my phone before the stream started. Fantastic. Okay, so Nagisa, guys. This ability, some people has been wondering, like, what's the difference between overcost and discount? And the difference is massive, okay? Because discounts, they have a limited number of uses. So for example, Ui and Seiya will discount the EX cost for 2 uses, and Waifuka for 1 use. Overcost is on a duration, a 26-second duration. So you can use this ability, you can get more out of this ability than you can get out of cost reductions. The other thing is that overcost is not a cost reduction, so you can stack them. So you can discount an EX, apply overcost, so instead of going, let's say, to -5 or to -5, because you will not be paying 6 for your EX, but you will be paying, let's say, 3, you will be going to -2 if you cast the EX at one point instead of going to -5. So that's huge, guys. That's very important. The other thing is that overcost will allow you to do a rotation that you could not do using discounts. Because, for example, let's say you have a character with a 6 cost, okay? So you pay 3 for the discount with Ui. You have to pay 2 or 3. So wait, let's make it into a practical example. So let's say you're using Ryo and Nagisa. So you pay 2 for the attack buff and the Q skip. Then you pay 3 for the Ui discount, okay? Or Seiya discount. It seems my subscription renewed. Pog. Nice. Oh, you have a silver badge now. Nice. Wait, where is Seiya? Where is Seiya? Where is my Seiya? Okay. So, you are 3 of Rio, 3 of cost reduction. Then, let's say you're using... who else? Who else could you be using? Swimsuit Seiya. You're using Swimsuit Seiya for the EX damage buff. Okay. So that's another 3. And then you have to cast your striker skill at 3. So you're spending 12 points. Or even more. With overcost, you can do it. Without overcost, you cannot do it. Because you can still only pay 10. But with overcost, you can pay all 12. Okay, Sherlock, explain to me. Like I'm 5. Why Nagi is so good on characters other than Mika? Okay, so why Nagi is so good on characters other than Mika? Let me, because I actually did a small calculation on the Discord about this, so let me grab that so I don't get lost while doing this calculation. Because someone made the same question. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, don't mind the characters I picked because it's just, for example, Himari cost 3, Nagi 3, and Kayoko 2, Ui is 3, and Hoshino after the discount is still 3. That is a cost total of 14. If you have overcost applied on Hoshino, you can actually cast that and go to -1 or -2. Because remember that now, if you have UE60 on your specials, they will add plus 0.5 to your max cost. So in normal content, you will be able to have a cost bar with a limit of 11. So you can go to -3 and use all 14 points in one go instead of having to wait to do the rotation and having to do speed tricks. This allows you to do all at once. The other thing that is great about Nagi is that she makes awkward cost values not as awkward. So what does this mean? For example, let's pick Yukari. Yukari EX cost is 7, but what is the real difference between waiting, like we used to? Well, the difference between waiting and going over cost is actually pretty big, because you spend less time to do one thing, okay? So in that way, your buffs will give you more value because you will do everything in a reduced time frame. And you may be thinking, okay, but if I go into negatives, the time I gained, I will lose while waiting for this overcost depth I have. But in reality, when you're using overcost to do a rotation that sends you to the negatives, it's very likely that you're actually going to be finishing the raid. Because instead of doing speed tricks and fake rotations and stuff like that, you will be able to spam more in a reduced time frame. So your kill time will go down a lot, meaning that you will have to deal with less mechanics and worry less about survivability because you will be able to do everything faster. Waiting gives time to the boss to build the ATG bar and gives time to the boss to cast powerful skills. If you don't have to wait, you can stagger the boss earlier and you can kill the boss earlier too. Also, as I was saying, she works really well with this kind of allies, because overcost in a way makes it so that cost heavy skills can be used in rotations more easily. Because right now, one issue that allies like Yukari have is that even after a discount, Harry X remains a little bit too expensive for you to do a good rotation. Because if you have to fit double buffs plus discount plus Harry X, double buff is 6 points. The discount is another 3, you're at 9. And if you have to use Harry X that is discounted at 4, you're at 13. But if you're using overcost, you don't care, because you can go down to negatives. So in that way, she enables characters that have more cost-heavy EX skills to be actually viable in buff combo rotations. Let's see. My pulls not that bad, just funny to see Mika keep dodging me. True. Mika was dodging you like Neo dodging bullets in the Matrix. Otherwise, I got spooked by many great supports, but yeah, thank you for the care, guys. Porwa, your pulls, man, it brought bad memories back, man. It reminded me of my pulls on the global account. I see it as a good boon in more specific moments, like getting groggy, but I still don't see how it's a game changer like Rio was. So think of this. What is Nagi crit damage buff compared to Ako and Diaru? Well, this is going to surprise you. I'm gonna show you Ako first, okay? 73%. Nagi has 78%. So she has more. Now, Diaru, I think, has more. Diaru should be about 80, something like that. 83. Ako has less. Diaru has more. No, Nagi does not give crit chance. But if you're pairing Nagi... Dude! Read 73.3. That's less than 78. Hi, I'm Susie Deltaron. Hello, welcome! You see this, Black Lockhart? It's also crit damage. It's this... Nagisa has more, dude. Nagisa has more. I did the math, man. I did the math. But yeah, Susie, feel free to ask any questions. We will be playing Undertale soon. Okay. Nagisav is crit damage. She gives crit damage. Okay, so let's get into HOD. This will not be the best demo of it, but it's just to showcase some stuff. Yeah, but she has 5% more. She has 78% on her X. Any changes to HOD? Not that I've noticed, to be honest. Now that I think of it, I haven't done this before. Wait, I'm gonna make it so my cursor is not showing. There we go. Ooh. Grab Rio? I can do that, yeah. Let me swap her out for a second. There we go. Nagi, my queen. Dude, Nagisa went all out in this alt. Okay, let me actually... Where is Seiya? There you are. Okay, let's go like this. This should be fine. Let's go like this actually. Yeah, this looks good. Oh my goodness. Can you guys hear me well? Is the game too loud? Is it fine? Let me know. Really so cute. Which is better at CC, Chise or Camp Kotama? That's a good question. Camp Kotama, it's pretty good. I haven't tried using Chise on this raid. Chise is really good. The only issue I have with Chise is that on the boss phase with the double pillars is a little bit iffy. Cringe? What's cringe? I also need to max this out. Oh, okay. Chise has neutral armor on hot, so she dies more easily. Okay, perfect. That solves the issue. 7 out of 10, not good at UE. Yeah? Wait. Ah, it's fine. Don't pay too much attention to this, it's just to showcase some stuff. We know nice MP3. Oh, I see. Okay, let's go into Mika here. It's fine. I'm 100%. I'm 100 pulls on Shihare. Should I go for Shikotama as well? I don't think so, man. Like, Shikotama is not bad, but I don't think you should spark for her. Also, there are many good characters coming in the near future, so you may want to save up. Yeah, that's also true. Shikotama is really investment heavy. Okay, so where's Mika? There we go. So now we can do this too, and we go into the negatives. So without overcost, we would have to wait to be able to do that. And as you can see, it is better to go on overcost because we just went into overcost for 2, but we got, instead of waiting for 6. So it is very strong, guys. It is very strong. Like, being able to do this in the time that this refreshes, being able to do it again. You definitely need you definitely need CC characters. Build your Kayoko, Fubuki, and secondary CC like Hifumi. Yes, that's very true. Kayoko and Fubuki are amazing CC appliers. They are and they are pretty much free. They are very easy to build, and Hifumi too. So yeah, those characters can do the trick. You don't need to get Shikotama. Where is Kayoko? The only issue with Kayoko is that this skill can be a little bit unreliable, but she is still pretty good. Oh, wait, yeah, it's this one. This one can be a little bit unreliable because it's on a 30% chance, but it's still pretty good. This is pretty strong as CC anyways. So yeah, it's fine. U is 60. So U60 gives you an additional efficiency bonus, 10% additional efficiency, which is, it doesn't sound as strong as it is, and it's very good on DPS. They gave it to every striker, which is a little bit meh, because, for example, why do I care about the efficiency boost on a support or a healer? But this is still something good to have. I have Chise, but I thought I should get Shikotama as well, to have one more student with good CC. Do you have Fubuki? Like, sadly, I'm not the best example of this because my Fubuki is not very built. I'm gonna admit to that. I'm a little bit at fault here because my Fubuki has been a little bit on the back foot. but Fubuki is very strong. Where is my Fubuki? I don't recall making her level 90. Did I? Wait. Okay, let's see now. Fubuki. Am I being blind here? Am I being... Oh, no, there she is. Okay. From left, scroll down. Yes, perfect. Okay, so Fubuki... This triggers very often. Shit, the game crashed. Okay, fine. You win. Game crashes. We are going to be playing Undertale now instead, so that should be fun. And we shouldn't have as many... Crap. There we go. Okay, perfect. Let's keep... Yeah, rip game, Steam JP when... Man, it cannot come back soon enough. Okay. We're going to be still talking about Blue Archive, but we're going to be playing this. Is the game too loud? On my end, it's a little bit loud. How about for you guys? You can hear me well, or is it too loud? On my end, the game is very loud. So is UE 60 like a terrain boost on every terrain? How does it work? Game is a little bit loud. Okay. Wait. Ah. What? How about that? Is that better? Or should I lower it a little bit more? I'll get to you, Martin. I just want to get... Okay, perfect. So, as I was saying, 10% boost, you could see it as 10% on every terrain, because terrain... yeah, you could see it as a terrain buff. Lesser Doggo, it's very cute. Oh, perfect. No, it's not. Or does it buff HP and healing? No, it's 10% extra efficiency. So, for example, when you pick a character that has strong damage, you deal the damage at 200% of its value, okay? If you have terrain, if you had bad terrain, that value gets reduced to 160%, okay? Because you lose 40%. But now, because you have 10% extra, you will be starting from 210. So you will be in a bad terrain, you will have 170. Now, bad terrain also influences the efficiency of the shields applied to a character. So that buff will not benefit your character survivability, just the damage output. Yes, it's only for color damage. Efficiency only impacts color damage. Efficiency equals effectiveness in global. Yes. I always write effectiveness in my guides, but I've seen that in the wiki and many other places is described as efficiency. So I ended up going with efficiency too, just for uniformity of how people refer to stuff. Oh my god. 3 enemies at the same time. Jerry the Goat. Just letting you know, the ball is optional, yeah. Why is the screen wide? Because this game has two modes, a small screen and full screen. If I go into full screen, the stream breaks, so I cannot do it on full screen. And if I go into small screen, I don't feel the entire screen, so I had to stretch it a little bit. I heard Mido or Cashew said that UE60 efficiency buff is roughly an 8.3 more damage compared to UE50. Yes, because damage it's 10% over a multiplier, but it's not like it's not a flat increase of 10%. You are adding 10% to a 200%, so you see 210%, but in reality it's additive, not multiplicative, so you get about 8.3%, yeah. So how do you see Lunatic difficulty gonna be with UE60 implementation? Should be a little bit easier. Should be a little bit easier, but not much. Because you're getting a rough increase of about 8%, you probably will have a little bit less trouble, but it's not going to be like so much. How expensive is the extra weapon levels? It requires 200 Eligma and 2 million credits, I think. 1 to 2 teams less per Lunatic. I'm not completely sure about that. Something, maybe 1 team less. It will all depend on how we optimize our teams, to be honest. Can we spare? Yeah. So have you tested some kind of junks on Mika? Yeah. So I tested some quote-unquote infinite rotations with Mika. Obviously it's not infinite because we are bound to the cost fill rate, but man, Mika is just so freaking strong. The amount of EX that you can spam with Mika is nutty. Leave Jerry for last. Who's Jerry? The Drake? Also, let me just do the thing. Don't backseat me too much, Black Lockhart, please. Jerry tells everyone has to go to the bathroom. Well, I mean, in 8 team scenarios, not 3 team scenarios. Yeah, true. Jerry is the one in the middle. Okay. I think practically I want to stop up. Yeah, so as I was saying at the beginning, you can go do the first 2 casts at 4 EX cost, okay? Then you use your discount, and then you can do 3 and 4 for 3 instead of 6, and then you reset. And because the cost will reset, then you can use Rio to cheat her EX out again and keep spamming. Okay, so there is an X here. And then there is... Oh, okay, I see. Wait. What am I not seeing here? But you never want to use Mika 5th and further, because while discounting 10 cost to 5 sounds tempting, is not a great idea. It's still too heavy and it will clog your rotation, so you're better off not doing it. You're better off just resetting after using 3 and 4 for a 3 cost, and you will build up faster, because if you're using Nagi and Rio, you will be giving up on Axel because you're not running Kisaki or Himari or Shiroko. So you don't have Axel, so you have to be very careful with that. He's not getting through this. Dude, relax, it's gonna be fine. So I guess, wait, let me dodge this and then I'll read you, okay? Okay, so I guess like Nagisa, Mika 1-2, don't use Ui. If you're using Ryo, don't use Ui because Ui gives attack with her EX, so you will override Ryo's attack buff, which is bigger than Ui, so you want to be using Seiya. Use Seiya instead of Ui. So yeah, 1-2, then Seiya, 3-4, Mika EX resets, Ryo, blah blah blah. Exactly. You ideally want to use Ryo before you start spamming so you have the attack buff, and after you reset, you use the clone card to go back into Mika firing mode. You see how it works? Yeah. I also tested if she worked with Hikari, because her cost changes. Because it's a cost change and not additional cost, it doesn't really work, but it would have been crazy if you could have discounted the additional cost with Hikari, because that discount stacks with other discounts. I wonder if there's room to squeeze in EX damage buff. Yeah, you can use double Seiya. You can use double Seiya, absolutely. Look at what Jerry said about them. 1 second, man. Your health is not full. Sip the Estus flask. Man, I wish there was an Estus flask here. I'm thinking, guys. Oh. Oh, man. That went very bad. Awkward. Jerry, ditch. That's alright. Roughly 5 characters in the team to speak, right? So you could... Okay, so you have in your specials Nagi and Ryo, okay? Then in the strikers, let's say you have Swimsuit Mika, you have Seiya, Swimsuit Seiya, and I don't know, a tank. He said you guys suck at this. Oh, I see. So in buffs plus Mika, you still have 1 free slot. So you should be fine to have 1 character to deal with mechanics. Like, for example, if you're doing a GA and it's Shirokuro and you need Yuka to dodge, you can still use Yuka to dodge and have your buffs and everything to buff Mika. Or you are doing, I don't know, let's say Ghost phase 2. You can still do it fine, because you will still have 1 slot free. Okay, let's see. So, oh, this is like a map, okay. So I have to find this thing here. Oh, here it is. There is a switch hidden in the snow. Okay, click. That was not very hard. Uh-oh. These doggos do not look that friendly. Sorry if I'm chewing, I'm eating some watermelon. GG. Ah, it's gonna be fine. Oh. Raunchy dogs. Let me think of this. These dogs are kissing. I didn't read what they said, besides they wanna eliminate me. Maybe can pet it? Dogs are too suspicious of your smell. Paws off, you smelly human. Okay. Oh crap. You roll around in the dirt and snow. You smell like a weird puppy. Aha! I'm a genius. They could smell my humanness. The dogs may want to re-smell you, re-sniff. The dogs sniff you again. After rolling in the dirt, you smell alright. What's... Oh crap. I think I'm dead. I lost! I should have healed before getting in there. I stay determined. Because they are a lovey-dovey couple. Oh man. Nah, it's fine, dude. I'm learning. Okay. Crap. Lesser dog is the best doggo. You see, it's so friendly. Immediately wants to be spared. Keep petting him. Next time I will. Okay, wait. My health is full. Okay, perfect. He's very funny. There will be another time, man. I gotta run. Take care. Everyone enjoy the stream. Thank you for coming around, man. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. Okay, let's see. These doggos do not like me because I smell like a human. He does something crazy. Okay. I'll keep it in mind for the next one. You smell like a weird puppy. Okay. So how do I dodge this? Can you even dodge that attack? That attack is a little bit bullshit, you know? Like, you cannot really dodge it. Oh crap. Thank you for joining us, Martin. Yes. They think I may be a lost puppy. The dogs are already know you smell fine. Yeah, not really. Cara genocider. Oh man. Do I have any healing item? I don't. Can I pet? Oh. I'll solve this. I will solve this. They are blind, so chill on them. I don't get it though. That attack is so OBS. It's fine. I'll figure it out on my own. Don't tell me how to beat them. It's gonna be fine. Part of the fun is solving the issue. And there is another chance for me to pet the dog. Now look for the lesser doggo. Yeah. You lightly touch the dog and it's already excited. Overexcited. Okay. Oh crap. But I'm gonna take damage from this. One more. You pet the dog, it raises its head and to meet you, okay. Ah crap. Lesser dog is barking excitedly. Okay. You pet the dog, it was a good dog. Excited noises. Is the head becoming longer or it's me? It's excitement, nose, no buns. The head is becoming longer. Yeah, what? How did that hit me though? The dog is overstimulated. Critical pet, dog excitement increased. Lesser dog is overstimulated. You have to jump to pet the dog. Okay, so that's that. Okay, that was funny. Oh, I didn't activate the switch. That way I'm healed, right? Yeah. I did miss the Mika showcase. Yes. I explained a little bit about HeriX and stuff like that, yeah. But it's not because you're too late, it is because the game just crashed 2 times in like the span of 10 minutes, so it was just crashing too much. But man, Mika is nutty. The only issue is the content pool we have now doesn't fit her too well, but she's so strong. And welcome. How you doing, Mikan? How you doing? I saw you went back to Mikan as a name. I prefer it, it's easier. The other one was a little bit too long. How you doing? How's your week going? Oh, nice. Okay. Spare. Jerry Ditch. I love Jerry's lines. My week is just a headache. Part of life, man. Part of life. Oh, crap. I forgot I had already pressed the switch. Okay, let's see. So the blind doggos that kiss a lot hate humans. I figured out that I have to roll, so I smell like a puppy, but I don't know what to do next. So, roll around. Is Mika getting Yuneru treatment? No content. More than that is that Sonic content right now, it's a little bit low. You smell like actually a little puppy. Okay, so this is fine now. But yeah, it's about content pool rather than... Yuneru had the problem that the content pool for her was there, but we we didn't have like really long fights, so it was not very practical to use. How's the battle pass going in JP? I don't know, man. It seemed to be popular in the freaking store. I mean in freaking Japan, but I have some concerns, let's put it like that. Okay. The dogs think that you may be a lost puppy. I'll roll again then. Let's kick human tail. Oh crap. Free version rewards pretty good for low level account? Yeah, maybe, but the difference between free and paid is very big. Yeah, the other name was a little bit too long, to be honest. They are blind. They are blind. Spare. They take a spare as a fight. No, I don't want to attack them. Let me think of this. When I try to pet them, they get jealous. Let me try. You pet Dogeresa. What about me? Oh, okay. Now I can pet the other one. So now I pet this one. You pet Dogami. Well, don't leave me out. Okay. Ah, crap. Why did I do that? Hello, Murati. How you doing? Spare. Got it. Dogs pet other dogs? A new world has opened for us. Hello, Maracin. Unfortunately, I can't join the stream due to internet issues, but I came here to say hi and to say I love Mika. Well, it's sad that you are having internet issues, but the message has been received, man. And I hope you're doing great and that your internet gets fixed soon. Okay, let me read this sign. Turn every X into an O, then press the switch. Okay. What? How did you avoid my trap? And more importantly, is there any left for me? I left it? Really? Whoa, wait! He's cheating. Come on, man. If I was to get beaten by a papyrus puzzle, I would be disappointed in myself. You resisted the flavor of my home-cooked pasta, just so you could share it with me? Fret not, human. I, Master Chef Papyrus, will make you all the pasta you could ever want. Hehe, hehe, nyeh. There we go. Brother, my brother started a sock collection recently. How saddening. Sometimes I wonder what he could do without such a cool guy taking care of him. Nyehehe. Any chance Papyrus Italian? Nah. How do I say this? You were taking a long time to arrive, so I decided to improve my puzzle. Skeletons cook carbonara, pasta using cream. Yeah, and that's illegal, so he's not Italian. Whack his face. I wish, man. I feel like I have hit a wall. How come? I was watching a casual clear of Gregorius Insane, and the timings were down to seconds. Not so casual to me. By arranging the snow to look more like my face. Unfortunately, the snow froze to the ground. Now the solution is different. And, as usual, my lazy brother is nowhere around. If you want, Mikan, I can show you a run. It depends on what color you have in trouble though. Explosive? Like red? Red Gregorius, blue Gregorius, yellow Gregorius. I suppose what I'm saying is, worry not, human. I, the great Papyrus, will solve this conundrum. Then we can both proceed. Meanwhile, feel free to try the puzzle yourself. I'll try to not give away the answer. Welcome back, by the way, yeah. Okay. Oh. Let me think. So go down. He's not completing this? Dude. Okay, so if I go down there, then here, but there will be one missing here. Oh no, wait. Should be fine if I go like this. Yeah, and then go like this. Did I mess it up? Up, down, middle, down. Guys, don't tell me the solutions. Like, don't backseat me. I want to solve this myself. It shouldn't be that hard. I'm just a little bit fried today, so it's fine. There we go. Stop. What? I said it in the Discord, but red is the Hina run, so I can brute force it somehow. I think I haven't tried yellow and blue. Those are real trouble, especially blue. I can show. He cheated. How? Black Lockhart, like it's. I don't know what you're talking about, but relax, okay? It's fine. If you want, I can show you my teams for blue and yellow. Gregorius is just a little bit of a pain in general because he's very execution heavy. He's just that good. Thank you. Also, the game is not that hard, man. Come on. It might even be too easy for you. Nyehehe. Good job on solving so quickly. You didn't even need my help, which is great, because I love doing absolutely nothing. Okay. Hey, it's the human. You are gonna love this puzzle. It was made by the great Dr. Alphys. You see these tiles? Once I throw this switch, they will begin to change color. Each color has a different function. Red tiles are impassable. You cannot walk on them. Let's see, it's a pain, especially with the debuff count. I think I'm losing there because I cannot maintain the optimal debuff to deal maximum damage. Who's your tank? Who is your tank? Let's start with that. Who are you using for tank? Are you using Mine? That looks like it's something bad getting covered. Sorry, I forgot I got called earlier. Sorry, I got a family called earlier. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. Mine, okay. Are you using... In the blue version, are you using Battle Hoshino as a tank too? Yellow tiles are electric. They will electrocute you. The green tiles are alarm tiles. If you step on them, you will have to fight a monster. Mine, she dies. What investment level you have on Mine? And are you using a healer in that team? Orange tiles are orange scented. They will make you smell delicious. 4 stars. Should be fine. If you're running a healer, should be fine. Are you running Idol Mari or Koharu? Healer Koharu. Oh yeah, Greg this season. Yeah. Swim if you... True if you like, but... If you smell like oranges, the piranhas will bite you. Also, if a blue tile is next to a yellow tile, the water will also sap you. Purple are slippery. You will slide to the next tile. However, slippery soap smells like lemons, which piranhas do not like. Purple and blue are okay. Finally, pink tiles. They don't do anything. Step on them all you like. How was that to understand? Okay. Of course. I feel like you should invest on Mine. Gregorius is a pain. Yeah, getting her to UE30 could help you a lot. I smell competition. It's so insane to see Torment getting one pan comfy. Yeah, kinda. Tell him you didn't understand the explanation. Oh man, I already did say I did understand. Okay. Not even I know the solution. My Mine is only 4 stars, did all colors quite comfy. Yeah, but as I said, the issue with Gregorius is that it's extremely execution heavy. So if you are having issues with it, it's probably for the best to invest a little bit more, so you have a little bit more of leeway. It's gonna be all pink. Okay. There we go. Do you want me to go into the game, Mikan, to show you some stuff? Because I think it's just... You just need to do a little bit of fine-tuning on your rotations, maybe. And to be honest, I'm not perfect at it. I'm far from it. But if you do it enough, just patiently, like, do not fret, do not rush it, just do it one cycle at a time, and you will be fine. If I recall correctly, the only time my Mine died is when she repos in the wrong distance, so she got hit by that circle attack. Yeah, that's a little bit of a pain. Otherwise, Mikan, if you want, after the stream, I can open a channel on the Discord and share you my screen, do a couple runs, and walk you through them. If you want, I can make like 15 minutes, but not more than that. I do agree, go help our little bro. Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 minutes, guys. Let me do Mikan a solid, okay? Because I'm a little bit busy usually after the stream, so especially today because it's in the middle of the week, I don't have too much time to spare after, so let me do this for Mikan. Now let me see, can I switch this to that and then do this? Yeah, okay. Give me a second to do the login and I'll be sharing you my screen. in the meanwhile, good lord, this music is putting me to sleep. Well, that's easy to solve. Boom. There we go. I wish there was a dummy to test Smika. Man, I've been saying for a long time that my most wanted update for Blue Archive is a simulation room, where you can like simulate the bosses and do the fights and test stuff out. Okay. We have to pet Hibiki, obligatory Hibiki pet, and now we go. Okay. So, let's do this one. I will be renting a Kisaki here because my Kisaki is a little bit low on upgrades, so I need the extra stats. Does this team look like the one you are using, Mikan? Not yet. I will do it at some point this week. I just have been too busy, man. Between my own stuff to do in real life and the videos and all, I haven't done tournament yet. But yeah, it's a matter of putting the time into it. Time that I don't have currently. Mikan, does this look... No, not this. What are you using, Mikan? Because if you are not using Hanako, you are doing yourself a disservice. Could you copy this team? Could you do this team with your units? So, Enwei Mutsuki team, it's fine. Ako Kisaki. Do you have Ryo, Mikan? Because Ryo will make your life a lot easier. Yeah, okay, then copy this team. If you can save a screenshot and copy this team, okay? Because this team it's a lot easier to manage. Because the debuff counter will be managed. These two and her normal skill will basically take care of all your debuff needs. Okay, perfect. So this team is easier to execute, but you have to be good with your damage. But even if you don't get the one pan, you will be so close to it that you will be doing an easy 2-pan, okay? So I do not expect to be perfect because I will be walking you through this, so I will do some mistakes, but try to grasp the concept of what I'm doing, okay? Give me just 1 second, there we go. Man, I love the OST of this raid, is so freaking good. The fight is a little bit tedious, but man, the music is absolutely amazing. Okay, before we get into the execution of the run, do you understand why we move units like Hoshino and Mine? Because it's not only to dodge the circle, there is another reason for it. Do you understand why we do that? Because we move Mine here, not only to apply the debuff, which is important, don't get me wrong, it is very important, but there is a reason for it. And there is a reason for us to put Hoshino here later. Like, we move these units like this. No, why? Not just debuffs? No, it's not just debuffs. It's because this way they will be taking aggro from the chorus, reducing the damage that your backline will be taking. So by itself, that movement already makes your run a lot safer. Now here, We are going to be doing this so we can buff her. This will give us charge here. So it's not just debuffs that we care for. It's aggro, it's timings. There is a lot of stuff going on. Just Wimbra. I wish it was that simple, man. I wish. Now, my timings are a little bit off here because I used her too early, so her debuff expired before I needed to. But we can still get through this. It's gonna be fine anyways, but it could have been a little bit better. But as you can see, the chorus is targeting Hoshino. So we are taking less damage from the chorus on her now. And remember, yeah, you positioned for aggro. Very nifty. Very nifty trick. That way our healing output is less important. Now here I did miss a timing because I should have waited for that to trigger so I could hit with full power Hanako, but it's fine anyways because we have Ryo and we can cheat out this. But it's not ideal. Ideally you want to go always on full power. But as you can see, the raid is already pretty far down. Now here we're gonna be patient because we want to trigger the stagger here. So we do this, we do this. We are going to be using Mine here. We are going to wait here for a second because Mine should be about to trigger any time now. And when she triggers, we go all out. And we do that. And now we are in a position to get the stagger. We want to be healing every so often too. And we trigger the stagger. So now that we have the stagger done, we can do some very nifty stuff because we can use Mine's EX to heal her without having to use her. You have 12 seconds here, so you have a choice to make. You either want to reserve for the phase change, or you want to go and do one more attack here. Ideally, if you decide to do one more attack, you want to wait for Mine to trigger her normal skill so you get more damage, because now we're in the red, and now we're in the yellow, so we do more damage. Now, phase change triggers. We have the organ in the right position, so we are going to be going into phase 2 with the green. So we are doing more damage now. It's always do more damage, do more damage. That's all you need to care about, do more damage. Now Chi will use her normal because we know the timings. Normal activated, and we go all out. We can use a Mine here, which will screw us for a second, but not really because the expiration of the other debuff. We heal here, we keep building the stacks because we have super accelerated cost recovery. Remember to keep your buffs up and just rotate, rotate, rotate. This is not going to be a one-pan. It doesn't look like a one-pan to me, at least, but the concept of what you have to do is this. Just be very spammy and keep in mind your timings. And you see, like, even if we don't kill it now, it's very close for another one. I feel like phase 3 is a bit off. Yeah. My cost was building up. My cost was building up too much. I was a little bit slow there. But I did also miss some timings during the first part. But conceptually, that's what you have to do. Let's give it one more go to see if I can execute it a little bit better. Yeah, Hoshino failed me a couple times. Her debuff is on a chance, so that makes it a little bit inconsistent. I don't think my execution was bad. What's the debuff safe zone in Insane again? 5 and 6. No, 7 is yellow already. It's 5 to 6. Okay, so the timing that you actually want to do here is mine at about 9. That way your debuff will last to the right time you need it. So you go here, you move here. Remember, you can use the tile as a marker. This is the right position for her to draw the aggro that you need. And now we also have more access to buffs, because we had a little bit of a better rotation there. We have enough time to wait for Hanako, and now we go. We switch this color, this is going to be green, and now we go. You don't want to use Ryo before Hanako goes out of the rotation, remember that. And here you have a choice to make. I usually save cost here, because there is no point on spamming too much, and that way we can renew this debuff now, and when this changes to the chorus, we have this debuff active. And we are on the green now. So now, because we are on the green, we can do this. Be careful to not hit the organ, because you will rotate it and not get the cleanse, which is very important for our survivability. And now we are having a lot more luck with Hoshino too. Now we want to rotate the organ. And because the organ is turned around, we're gonna go. But here I'm going to renew this debuff that has expired. Go like that. If everything goes right, this will trigger soon and we will go into the green again. So we are going to build up cost. These two will trigger at the same time, yeah. And we go green. Now. So when we go green, we go all out. I almost screwed myself by using Ryo there. Don't use Ryo before using a Hanako. So this time we should be like 10 million damage ahead of the last run. This is risky because they could disappear before you use that cast. So be careful when you do that. Now we are here again in the green. So we can go like this. And here we want to do this. So now we wait. The stagger is triggered, so we are going to be doing this to rotate that. Oh crap. I did it too soon. That was my bad. I rotated the organ too soon, guys. We could have been in the green if I didn't do that mistake. Oh man. The execution was going so good and I had to do that mistake. I'm very sorry, guys. I was a little bit distracted. We're still slightly ahead of the last run though. Just slightly. Maybe. I think we are like a million ahead, but not much. We could have been a lot further ahead if I hadn't done that mistake. I hit more like this. No, like this I hit more, yeah. Where I stream... Wait. Getting distracted. Yeah, it's not easy to keep track of the game and the chat at the same time, yeah. So, thank you for understanding, guys. That run was going so good. Yeah, man, like, I messed that up. Like, this was a one-pan if I didn't do that mistake. But it's fine. It's fine. I hope that you get it now, Mikan. Yeah, exactly. Like, this raid has so much going on. But was that good enough for you, Mikan, to get a better idea of what to do? It is just keep track of timings. Like, Gregorius is a very technical raid. There is not much RNG to it. It's just timing. That's all there is to it. There is a little bit of RNG because Hoshino's chance to debuff. I get the gist. Okay. And if you have more questions, you know, you can always ask in the Discord, so it's completely fine. Okay. The same principle applies to... what's the name? To freaking heavy armor variant. It's the same principle. The aggro division is good. Yeah, it makes survivability so much easier. Like, you can make this work even with Koharu because we are not really making too much use of the freaking discount from... what's the name? Mari? But it's a nice plus to have, so use the healer that makes you more comfortable. I prefer Mari a little bit more. I think it's cheaper, Heriex. Is it cheaper? I forgot. Mari's 2, right? Yeah, so Heriex is 1 point cheaper, so that makes also your rotation a little bit easier on the cost. Okay, but you can still use Koharu, but be aware that your rotation will be 1 cost heavier and you will not have the discounts. But you know, sometimes having a heavier rotation can help you line up timings better because it gives you less room to rush stuff. Yeah, that's true. You can also time your discounts, that's true. So it's a matter of what you feel better with, but conceptually that's what you have to do. Just keep time of your timings. Manage 4 things: the buffs, organ pipe, pipe in the back, and phase transitioning. Yeah. Also you have to manage the aggro, because if you don't move your tanks well, your backline will take too much damage and they will die because there is a lot of chip damage. There is also the issue that debuffs can sometimes trigger too much. For example, Hoshino can trigger too much her debuff and you will go into the yellow, or maybe they don't trigger at all and you will get into the red. So there is a lot of stuff to manage, especially because most of your damage depends on your timings. Because if you're not hitting in the green mostly, your damage will be greatly reduced compared to... Oh, thank you. Let me read what you wrote in the dashboard. Yes, keep focus on Gregorius, leave my mechs alone. That's a good one. Okay, guys, are we ready to go back to Undertale? Idle Mari allows you... Funny enough, the thing I pay attention the most is the animation cancel. Yeah, man. Oh, man. The times I have screwed myself by cancelling a normal skill, for example, Hanako in Kurokage, every time I cancel her normal skill, I wanna hit myself because it's like, I know how this works and I don't know why I'm cancelling it. I feel so stupid every time I cancel a normal skill. Or when I use Mine EX, when her normal skill is about to trigger and cancel her normal, it's like, oh man, why am I doing this to myself? But yeah, it's a matter of paying attention, like the text bubbles, like if you see them, just chill for a second, let them move, and then you do your stuff. It's annoying because you need to know when they trigger. You know, at the beginning, I thought I had to memorize all the triggers, but instead of memorizing the triggers, I memorized the rhythm of the battle. So I don't know how long is the cooldown for their abilities. I know though that at this point of the battle this should happen. You get what I mean? Yeah, we can go back to Undertale. Perfect. I will keep Blue Archive open so we can go back to it if we need to. Okay? I have a bad feeling about this cow. It's a dog. A dog just rushed? Oh, okay, it's a cow. Once. Okay. A dog just rushed in here, filled with inspiration. It kept trying to build a snow dog that expressed its own emotions. Yeah, technically you can time their CD, something like The react animation will delay the normal skill, thus messing up the CD memorization. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's better to go by rhythm than just timing. Suddenly cozy, yeah. But as it built, it kept getting more and more excited about the sculpture. Its neck got longer and longer, and it kept and it added more and more snow until it was rather sad to watch. But I couldn't turn away. Ah. By the way, guys, if there is too much noise on the background, like people screaming and music, it's because right now in my town they are doing like the youth stuff, like they are celebrating the youth. Oh. Right, I was not paying attention to the puzzle. So it's... Oh, I see how it works now. Wait, are there instructions? Oh, let's see. It's a lamp of snow with the word "sans" written on the red marker. It's a snow papyrus. Yeah, I wonder which dog did that too. Okay, so that answers my question. You're not getting past this. Watch me do it, bro. So if I go there, okay. That's that, okay. Ah, man, what am I even thinking about? It's... Oh, okay. So those, okay, those work like that. Okay, it's not... Okay, it's not that hard. Let's see. Okay, that's easy. Oh. Messed up the ending, it's fine. So, I was saying this is like this, 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 this. Then I could do that. No, that. Okay. So this. Boom. And now, if I... Let me see. So, with the release of Nagisa, it makes me think something. Let me hit it. Oh no. I went too high again. Oh, I'm so stupid. Now I see what I have to do. Can I do it in that order? I think that works too. Yeah, it works too. It's fine. So I have to leave that one for the end, okay. Give me 1 second, guys. You know that when I do bonus streams, I always have numbers running on the background, so I need to interact with my software. 1 second. Okay. There we go. This was so much easier than I made it to be. Okay, that's a puzzle down. Okay, and what if I go down? Okay, let me go there first then. It's a snow puff. Let's see. Woof. What a tiny dog house. Go down first? What for? Oh! That's so cute! Oh. Did I mess up? It's the greater dog. Oh my god. Pet. You just pet the air. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It smells freshly. Okay. What does beacon mean? 1 second, let me see what beacon means. Oh, call, okay. You call the greater dog. It bounced towards you. Okay. Oh, crap. Pet. Greater dog curls in your lap as it's pet by you. Then it wakes up. It's so excited. Oh my god. Not ready to get spared yet. Maybe play? You make a snowball and throw it for the dog to fetch. It splats on the ground. Greater dog picks up the snow in the area and brings it to you. Now dog is very tired. Rests his head on you. Aww. What? Want some TLC? I don't know what TLC means. Pet again. It sinks its entire weight on you. Your movements are slow, but you still haven't pet enough. Uh-oh. Pet capacity 40%. Okay, so I have to keep petting the dog. You pet decisively. Capacity reaches 100%. Listen to the OST. Lol. The dog flops with... Okay, that's too loud though. Okay, there we go. Can you hear it well, guys? It was a little bit too loud on my end. Isn't this the best OST you have ever heard? I mean... It's very cute and funny. Aww. But Doggo, you took too much life out of me. You have to heal me. Doggo! Okay, let's go to the other side first. Oh no. Where are my healing items when I need them? Oh, Sans is not here anymore. Gryphod confronts you. Let's see. It has some decorations. Should I decorate or undecorate it? Decorate. Okay. Doesn't want decorations, I see. Or maybe... Should I keep decorating it? Gift? This enemy is amazing. The attack is really... It's really something else. What is this creature? I don't know, man. Decorate. You can improve perfection. I died. Oh no! Back to the dog couple. Oh no, wait. It's fine. Ah, this puzzle again. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I've been ripping, man. But it's fine. We didn't see what happened with Sans before, so maybe it's better that we go down so we can talk to Sans now. What's up? That's all? Oh. Say, are you following me? Let's see. Gift. Refuses your gift. How do I know it's not a trick? Oh. Oh, okay. Undecorate. You remove barbed wire. That's a little better. Okay. But I thought the blue gift was safe. That's a little better. Okay. So he wants to be cleaned. Undecorate. Because I thought it was safe. Okay. Blood axe don't hurt you if you don't move. Oh. Oh no, this looks so annoying. Let me guess. Oh, okay. I thought it was invisible flooding. There has to be like a code, right? There is a special enemy that you need, but it won't trigger now. Oh, okay, so I should not be here then. I should not be here then. Okay, let's go away then. So back to the doggo. Even I don't remember how to trigger it, to be honest. I see. Let me see something first. It's fine. I was thinking about going to save, but I don't think it's necessary. We should be fine here. I understand how to fight this doggo. In theory, fight this doggo. Man, the shock when I saw this happen. Like it was so cute, and then actually no. No, it's fine. We can do it later. I moved away already. So it's fine. Okay, there we go. There is no later. It's fine then. We skip it. You open it by beating the credit after getting pacifist ending, I think. Oh, well, that's what we're doing. We're doing pacifist, so it's gonna be fine then. Let me... Okay, there we go. It's before the papyrus fight, I think. Okay. It's fine. We will think about it when it's the moment. Oh, I need to play with it, okay. Ah, crap. Okay, play. But it's fine, guys. I don't... Like... I don't want backsitting, or... If I ask how to do something, you guys can tell me. So, if it's not something that we can do right now, just drop it. It's fine, guys. It's fine. I don't mind the stumbling through the game and looking like a fool. It's part of the fun. Oh, crap again. So I can pet it now? Okay. That's a good doggo. Timari has been visiting my cafe every day. the past 2 weeks. I wonder if she's skimming something. Yeah, man, be careful. She's very devious. Mari looks innocent, but she's devious. She's a deviant. The dog flops. Really? That feels like BS though. Oh man, that's so stupid. Okay. Ah, crap. I keep walking too far. Okay. Sorry guys, I got a little bit tilted because I thought that was very unfair, to be honest. She comes to my drain to drain me dry, perhaps. I hope you're talking about your pyroxene. Oh my god. I'm just doing... I'm just too fried at this point, I think my brain is telling me. Man. Yesterday I worked until late to have the first impressions video ready for today, and then today I was just so excited to pull and test the new characters that I woke up super early, stupidly early. So even though I don't feel sleepy, I can feel my brain being slower. I'm a little bit sleep deprived. Okay, there we go. I got both her alts though. I also just realized both of her alts are limited. Yes, that's true. But that's good that you have all her versions, because remember that you can bond stack and every alt will give additional stats to the related character. So if you are a fan of Mari, you can make giga strong Maris by raising their bonds. Okay, back on. Pet, play, pet, pet, okay. This bark attack is a little bit annoying. Good point, yes. Okay, let's see. Good dog. Okay, play. Of course. 4 damage for that pet. Okay, still not enough. Ugh, that attack is so annoying. Thanks for reminding me why my Dihina is so behind most gameplay. So yeah, a lot of people bond stack, especially on characters like Hina, Mika. Bond stacking is super strong. It's also a good way to take characters that have a lot of alts but maybe are not so strong by themselves to a playable standard. Because I don't have S Hina, bro. It's fine, mate. Even if, like, my Hinas, I have all Hinas, and they are, besides Dress Hina, they are very low rank, and she still performs fine. This is your final and most dangerous challenge. Behold! The Gauntlet of Deadly Terror. Okay. When I say the word, it will activate. Cannons will fire, spikes will swing, blades will slice. Each part will swing violently up and down. Only the tiniest chance of victory will remain. Are you ready? Because I am about to do it. Well, what's the hold up? Hold up! What hold up? I'm about to activate it now! I have the Hina E50, bond 25, yet YouTube the Hina is always 1k attack ahead. That doesn't look to be activated. So if you get your Hina above 30 bond, you should be fairly close to their stuff. Mine is bond 36 and she has 9.1k attack, which is pretty close to what most people uses. But at the same time, I think that it's not good to compare your characters to those of most YouTubers, because most YouTubers are not playing completely free to play, or they actually just focus on certain characters. I like building my characters because I like them. So realistically, just enjoy the game, mate. In the end, it's not a competitive game, and even if it was, who cares? The game is fun, the characters are nice. Just enjoy the game, don't worry too much about it, man. Well, this challenge, it seems maybe too easy to defeat the human with. Yeah, we cannot use this one. I'm a skeleton with standards. Puzzles are very fair. And my traps are expertly cooked. Like his brain. But this method is too direct, no class at all. They have a skin though, yeah, true. No hang the dog, like a ham. Even I talent her attack stat to level 25, yeah. Still did content normally, but I feel a little bit salty. No, yeah, I get the feeling, because one thing that I hate, I do not consume too much YouTube. In general, I prefer to make the videos than watching YouTube. I don't watch any Blue Archive content, like, in general, because I like my content to be mine, so I don't want to watch other content because I don't want my opinions to be swayed or my ways to be like uniform to what everyone does do. So I have no idea what other guides look like. But the thing is that when I watch guides for another video game, for example, I don't know, you watch a guide for, let's put a stupid example, I don't know, Genshin, and in Genshin they are using C6 characters, like, who the F has C6 characters, like, or they tell you, like, just use these characters, like, yeah, easy for you to say if you have all of this stuff. So, more than are you paying attention to the game? A little bit. So, more than trying to do what you see on the videos, try to see how the thing works and adapt. I just copied the homework, so for the best outcome I tried to match stats close as stuff. Yeah, no, I get what you mean, but I think it's better to just adapt to what you have rather than trying to copy the homework. You know what I mean? You can edit the homework if you wanna put it like that. If I were you, I would make sure I understood the blue attacks. Guys, next is a fight because I have to end the stream like pretty soon. I'm gonna go save and we can do this fight on next week. Yeah, I obviously have to adapt because it's not like I can match their stat every time. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, in the end it's a save point ahead? Okay. Because I really cannot get into a fight or stuff like that. I really need to end the stream like in a minute or two, so... If I can save... Oh no. Oh no. I mean, if I die, I die at this point. Ignore. He didn't even notice. Flowy watching thing. What? Nice to meet you, okay. Wow, you guys suck at this. Oh, that's the year line you were talking about before. Snowdrake, laugh. 5 minutes left, you should be looking for a save point. Yeah, oh fuck, I got distracted, I'm gonna die here. If I die, it's fine. If I die, I will do the progress we would lose with this death on my own, so we can pick up from where we should be. Oh, give me a second, I'll read everything in a second, I'm trying to avoid dying. Okay. Hope you do more Mika Junk test on weekend. If there is a chance, I will watch the VOD. If you did, cause can't watch the stream this weekend sadly. Got a grind IRL. I mean, if something comes up and I figure out something fun with Mika, I will make sure to showcase it on the stream. So you can count on that. But I cannot promise that I will actually find something to show, but I don't know, I think it's always fun to test stuff live, and since we will have access to higher difficulty levels on HOT, it could be a good ground to just... oh crap, I died. It could be a good testing ground just to see how mechanics work without the enemies dying too fast, even if we are not clearing the raid, but just to use it as a testing ground. I really want to watch that Nagisa, Ryo, Seiya, Mika comp. Yeah, man, it's gonna be nasty. But guys, okay, it's fine. Before the next stream, I will do the fights, the progress we lost on my own, because now I'm in a bit of a hurry. And I died stupidly because I was not paying enough attention. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I hope you learned something, and yeah, I'll see you this Saturday. Bye bye.